I'm trying to set this shot up so I can show you what I'm doing. Just couldn't find a great shot. Now I know what you're thinking. Rob, have you ever brought us a good shot? Let alone a great shot? All right. Okay, I'll take that criticism. But what I'm going to do is I am going to install the shelf. I've got my clamps here. Probably can't see them all, but I've got my 3 clamps ready to go. And my design idea was to put this in here. Well, it's kind of tight, but it's going to go. And then put the top of this right here. Now I'm going to nail it in. So I'm going to put a real small amount of glue. I mean, not super small. I just don't want it to come out the front. I don't mind if it comes out the back, but I don't want it coming out the front. Well, you'd never see it, I guess. It's kind of up and hidden, but I'm still going to be very careful not to cause that problem. All right, let's see what I can do here. Don't do that. Kind of got to be careful about this trim piece. It's not made out of, well, it's made out of plywood, just very small plywood. Oh boy, that's fitting real nice. Real nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with a couple of brad nails. Be very careful not to come out the front. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. I will have to figure out what to do on the front, but there is stability on the inside, and I'll just have to shoot through that into here. But I'll figure that out. But I'm going to put these clamps on right here because really, I mean, those nails will hold it in. But once this glue gets bonded, I'm starting to scream because it's starting to rain again. But once we get this glue bonded, it's just very difficult to make it unbond. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so you got a little glue coming out the back, which is okay. Very little at the front. Let me just kind of smooth that over, and it'll dry pretty clear, but you're really not going to see over that much anyway. So we're going to let this sit. We're going to let this sit and dry, and then I'll start working on nailing it in from the sides. Looks nice though. Looks real nice. So today, for the rest of this video, I should say, I'm going to let this dry, get it mounted later, but I think I can go from the door because I already put the door jamb in. So that from the door jamb to the front cabinet, I could go there and build another one of these. I kind of was waiting for this guy because I wanted to make it nice. And I see what I want to do, and I like how it's going. So I think there was only one on the door side. I might be wrong. I'm going to have to go look. But I know on the not the door side, there was 2 of them, and they were different sizes. So I'm going to go back to the video, look at that, build some of these for the door side. By then, this will be dry. And I'll get it mounted, and then we'll get... Well, then, once this is mounted, we could build more of these to go from the double side into the front cabinet. And then we're really not far from running electric at that point. That's a big place to be. What the heck? That's a good... I'm sorry for this. That's a good place to be. And once the electric gets ran, I mean, you're making waves. You're making progress. So, all right, let's get to it. Door side. So we've got approximately 1 7/8. 1 7/8. These weren't very wide. They were kind of decorative, I guess, really. So that's what we're going to do on this side anyway. And it had 2 up here. So we're gonna have to go with 2, I guess. Now remember, we're gonna have a window somewhere under here. So maybe we go about here and 26th and almost an 8. Wow, who put that in? Somebody installed that square and level. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Employee of the month right here. Yeah, so if we make this 1 3/4 and we put an 1/8 decorative, that puts us right at 2 or 1 7/8. So that's what we'll do. Yeah, we just have to decide on spacing. I mean, they're almost inoperable. What are you gonna put up there? I mean, are you gonna hide a butter knife? I don't know. But that's what. Hey, I thought it was odd. I liked it. I'm thinking about putting one up here too. Just a decorative piece right here. Why not? You know? And then we'll work on that other side, but we've got to mount. I have not yet mounted. What am I even pointing at? Good question, Rob. I have not yet mounted the kitchen cabinets, but when I do, then that will tell us our measurements right here. Here, there it goes. Here. So we're going to be doing a lot of that today. I'll probably just build this side, install this side, show it to you, and then I'll go to work on that side, and you won't have to see that. You can just see what happened at the end. So then the discussion is going to be, shall we make that decorative? And then how long do we want to make the shelf across there? So it's looking very barren right there, and I don't like that. Sometimes just a little something to draw the eye is good, but there will be that big window right here. So that will be there, but just nothing. Nothing. We could put maybe a 6-inch shelf, which is about what we made for the on the kitchen. So that might be interesting enough. We shall see. Won't be but another 15-20 minutes and I can shellac these that go on the door side. That's just scrap, don't worry about that. But I've got them both made. I'll shellac them. Then I just got done making this one that will go over the bed. So this goes up against the cabinet, no problem. Then we follow our way down. And remember, it curves down. So we put a little 40-degree angle right there. And so it's gone. At that point, the roof is here. So we had to bring this down a little bit longer, and then we'll trim right into that 45. So try to make it look at least like we meant to do that. I think it'll be nice. I didn't put any staples in these faces because these are great clamps. I only had 3 of these bigger clamps. I need to start buying more. Can never have enough clamps. So I did put some staples in, but I don't mind it when it's shellacked. I like it that it adds a little character to it. That's just me though, and I know that Gary and Nancy like character, and they have instructed me to add character at my choosing. We'll see if that comes back to bite them. Anyway, that's where I'm at now. As soon as these dry, they'll get shellacked and installed. So what am I doing, you ask? Putting in some windows. Not really, just framing them in. This has those 3 separate windows. One is static. The other 2 are Jalossi and open up. Got that done, front and back, and running the electric. We've got plenty of videos on electric, but we're running it, getting it going. Got to go up and over, and then we got to run a couple of lines just straight through here. I try to keep it all hidden the best I can because we've got to go here on these straight runs. We gotta go all the way back there for these straight runs. Don't forget that AC is almost by itself over there. And we got things that are up here, and that's why we're going up to the roof. We've got a couple of lights. Woo! A couple of lights here and an outlet. And same here, there'll be a couple of lights and some outlets. So, and the potty closet has to have an outlet and a light. So, you know, we're just working on that. And over there is going to be the refrigerator, an outlet, and I'll probably put a light for Nancy back there. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's coming together. Really, really coming together. Just you wait. Speaking of electric, you can see that popping out here and going up there. Let me take you inside, and because I worked had a 4-day weekend. I worked all of them, and apparently I was tired. I left all my tools out. This is a mess. But it's the weekend. I've got to get on this. But I'm going to take you through it real quick. So there is a run coming out here, and that's the one we just looked at. It goes up here, around, in here, pops in here. It's going to come around here. That's the light that they brought us. We're going to put another light here, and there's an outlet right there as well. But we branched off there, and we came around, and we hit this light. Came directly across, popped down here, and this is going to be for the refrigerator. Refrigerator's going to plug in here. That'll give us an alternate little outlet should we need one. And then this light is going to be hooked on here, and there is going to be another outlet right here for this shelf. Okay? Then that terminates at this light. So this will go down to probably somewhere in here, just not real high, but in this area, plug in, and then it'll branch back off of that up to this light. It'll probably just be a pigtail right there. Then we've got two that run out of this end. One comes up to the AC and to this outlet. Terminates. That's it. That's all that's going to be on that AC. Then the other one, you can see, comes along here, pops into the, this is all going to be cleaned up, And we're going to put a light right here, and that gives you another outlet there in case Gary wants to curl his hair or his beard, or I don't know what Gary does. And then it pops in through here. And what are we going to do here? There's going to be an outlet right here. And there's going to be a light. Oh, good job. Under there. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4 outlets sticking out. Optional there. Optional there. Should be plenty. Should be plenty. Yeah, under there. That's where I'm at right now. I did not get this buttoned up, so I'm going to button it up and go to lunch. Got a late start. Can't talk to you about it right now because it'll be out of order. Man, this is a mess. I'm so embarrassed I showed you this. All right, I'll be back once I clean this up, and it's going to be a new episode because I'm so embarrassed.